이 가면은 쥐는자께서 하사해 주신 것입니다. 과거에 쓰던 것은 이 생명수의 관을 가리기에 부적절해진 터라.
Okay, so here's an interesting little something that I thought off screen. This guy deals SP damage. Could you use a corrosion strategy against him? The answer is no. No, you shouldn't. You really shouldn't. But, that said, there is a way we can make this work. Yeah, we won't be able to use Crushbound Past or Yearning Merkala, unfortunately. But, there's a way that we can make this work. I made sure not to actually play to the end of this though, but because you only get one Durante charge per day for each individual ability, so we only get one use of Superbia. We're going to need to use that one use of Superbia for Chain of Others. So we pick out a skill that we want to interfere with. I think one of these two. Ooh, he rolled a 22 for some reason. Well, 21, so absolutely no damage. And then we use this like so. And then we need to use this skill to give us extra protection. Now the downside is that this only worked when I got extremely lucky and met the skill check. So as it is, we're actually going to drain out so much of our rupture doing this. Oh, that's also quite bad. He was supposed to stagger me. The lasso is aiming straight for us. It flies on.
본인이 미력하였기에 말씀을 받도니.
Frick. So yeah, we're going to have to... Sorry, I'm going to keep trying this until I get it, so... See you in a bit. We need to beat the skill check, and then we need to get staggered and beat the skill check. But it did happen. I did get close. Please believe me. I think what I actually need to do is target the gluttony skill because that will always go through. I actually got too much protection, isn't that ironic? I guess it actually depends on how hard he hits you on round 1. So we definitely get the kill on this guy.
이단을 정화했다.
Oof. Winning that clash didn't help us out, really. Although, I think that 15% damage might have actually skipped the stagger threshold. If it happens a second time, I'll keep it.
돌아가지 못하리라.
So I think this is getting my point across, though, that we really don't want...
수많은 것들이 옥죄어온다.
I think this is getting the point across that we really don't want Mersault to... We really can't do an SP corrosion run of this because there's no one that can really take this sort of punishment and then beat the skill check. Oh wait, maybe there actually is.
참여하게 되리라. 이단을 정화했다. 신앙이 빈약.
There we go. Downside is really bad SP at this point.
본인이 미력하였기에.
Now this round can be a little bit hairy though.
참여하게 되리라.
The fact that he just needs to roll any heads to get that is a little bit annoying.
계속 쫓을 것이다.
So, I think this is illustrating the point that I got obscenely lucky though.
미력한 본인의 죄. 흙으로 돌아가지 못하리라.
The thought that occurred to me is, wait, could Don Quixote do this? I don't think so. I think she has slash weakness, so these attacks are going to hit her pretty hard.
참여하게 되리라. 수많은 것들이 옥죄어온다.
I'm very glad that they're going to do a second balance pass on these third Luxcavations because they aren't fun.
참여하게 되리라. 이단을 정화했다. 쥐는 자께서 성공을
The downside
명하셨으니
is he still has that stagger threshold and he isn't finished with his skills yet. He might still be fricked.
참여하게 되리라.
Because now he gets a turn of unopposed attacks. And I'm pretty sure that lasso is going to keep him staggered now. Man.
계속 쫓을 것이다.
Apparently you have to hit an exactly perfect level of luck if you want to get through this.
모든 것은 미력한 본인의 죄.
But I am gonna keep trying.
돌아가지 못하리라.
Yeah, it only gives him one protection. He needs Chain of Others.
참여하게 되리라. 수많은 것들이 옥죄어온다. 참여하게 되리라.
Oh, the death pad.
모든 것은 미력한 본인의 죄. 흔들고 돌아가지 못하리라.
So that's an important lesson. We will not be able to kill it if we get anything less than his pride skill. Which we're about to burn off, so we're going to have to hope that we get lucky with his second part.
참여하게 되리라. 수많은 것들이 옥죄어온다. 참여하게 되리라. 무가치한 저항일 뿐 이단을 정화했다.
Oh, screw that. At least it didn't give us the healing.
신앙이 빈약하고
The difference between winning and losing this skill check is 2 whole clash power.
본인이 미력한
But let's just see if we can make this work. Probably not.
참여하게 되리라.
Confusingly generous, that. Here we go. Obsessive Hammer. Gain 3 protection, 1 attack power up, 1 fanatic.
참여하게 되리라. 무가치한 저항이 이단을 정화했다. 이 구속 병력을 저지하기엔 턱없이 모자라지.
Now the question is, does that 8 protection help us get the rest of this way? Because the problem isn't the damage itself. The problem is the stacks of rupture that it's going to be throwing out. We need this. After all these clashes, we may or may not be screwed.
참여하게 되리라.
It definitely depends on whether you get the skill 3 or not, because you need its healing to show up. But we do have Fanatic now, so we get a little bit of extra power going in there. And we're going to start stacking the offense level down as well.
침묵하라.
10 HP. The thing is, even his skill 1 is now pretty strong. His HP is so low that it kicks in the conditionals, plus he has the conditional from regret. The trick is surviving to this point. You know what? Guaranteed Clash win here is good for me. But I want him to get unopposed hits off, so he can get more healing. I want this to go off before at least one of them, because the more nails on the target, the more with HP we heal.
참여하게 되리라.
Oh right.
침묵하라.
We also need to make sure that we get the Wrath Resonance to get rid of the Rupture count on him.
침묵하라.
That should be a kill. It should be.
참여하게 되리라. 무가치 이단을 정화했다.
One of those should have been a counter, and I'm very sad that I did that to myself.
턱없이 모자라지.
But we got the exact same effect simply by using his regret, so it's not the end of the world. We're also getting Forced's passive in the background, which is why our Clash power is doing so well. This is definitely one of those "why won't you just die" moments. We won't die because we're stubborn like that. Oh, Utis. Utis is also triggering Valor, so we get an extra attack, defense, or protection each turn.
참여하게 되리라.
Stagger plus plus. Now the downside is this. Not too much of a downside, but it is technically a downside. Put our regret here for the absolute resonance bonus.
참여하게 되리라. 무가치한 저항일 뿐 이단을 정화했다.
Because he spends a turn being staggered, we do actually have 4 of... well, maybe it's not because of the nails, but we have 4 of 16 bleed on him.
턱없이 모자르지. 이단을 정화했다.
It is doable. You can beat the Wrath Luxcavation solo, but it costs Superbia to do so, so I strongly recommend against it.
쥐는 작게 완벽한 승리를 바치리라.
303 damage. He has 304 HP. Well, yeah, I feel like it's just not plausible in solo fights because you need more protection than most IDs can get their hands on. And it doesn't, because it's a mix between Slash and, what's it? This is the only ID that can, well, actually I shouldn't say that, should I? Wrath, Pride, but it's not well balanced for regret is the problem. You only get your Wrath skill once every now and then. Hey, not the point at hand, is it? The point is, it's doable, I just strongly recommend against. So until next time guys, take care, I'll see you all around.
육체를 바르게 하기에 적합한 시간입니다. 귀하께서도 집회에 참여하여 마음을 씻어내는 것이 어떠한지